This video, real quick, just focuses on some of the informal checks against presidential power. Remember, informal just means that these things aren't in the Constitution, but they're all things that sort of like restrict the power of the president. So no doubt the media does this. The media obviously brings presidential actions to public view. I mean, obviously, everything the president does is essentially covered by the media. Some would say like in too much detail or it's blown out of proportion. But media coverage has the ability to keep presidential power in check. And presidents know they can't do whatever they want to do, especially if it's abusing power, because the media is going to cover that. And obviously, that helps to influence public opinion. And clearly, what the public wants or what the public desires really has also the ability to rein in presidential power. If a president is exercising too much power or is doing things that the public disagrees with, obviously that is going to be reflected in public opinion. And then presidents who want to get reelected or presidents who want their party to continue to do well in the future have to sort of like pay attention to like what the public response is to like how they're handling stuff. Political parties are in check. Obviously, we just lived through a time period in which we had a Republican president, and that Republican president, Donald Trump, really couldn't do anything without his opposition party, the Democrats, basically pointing out what he was doing wrong or flaws in what he was doing. And in a way, that opposition party sort of kept the president in check. Same thing's happening now in the Democratic president as we have Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a Democratic president, and you now have, obviously, the Republicans pointing out everything that Biden is doing that's wrong or is not proper. So whatever party is not in power in the presidency definitely will point out what that president is doing that's wrong and sort of, in a way, sort of like check the power of the president. Like interest groups as well. Like an interest group like the NRA. Like this is not a political party, but this is a group of like similar thinking things about usually like one topic or several topics. Obviously, the NRA is focused around the topic of gun ownership. But if the president is doing something that goes against what these interest groups believe in, these interest groups will put commercials on TV. They have millions of members. They'll inform and educate their members. And obviously, this puts pressure on the president. So all of these things are ways in which the president can also sort of be reined in, but none of these things are spelled out in the Constitution. These are like the informal checks against presidential power.